just finished the hike to Mist Falls in Kings Canyon National Park, and it was awesome. Hey folks, it's the Lazy Hiker. I am in Kings Canyon National Park in Southern California, and we're going to go down the Mist Falls Trail today. It's 4.6 miles, as you can see. A lot of smoke in the air because they had a prescribed burn, and now it's fizzling out and they're just letting it burn, but hopefully it doesn't ruin our pictures today. Here's some of the prescribed burn still burning, but looks like we're going to get out of this. It looks like Yellowstone. Well, if you come early in the season like I did, you're either going to have to ford this stream or use one of these logs to come across. Here's some of Kings Canyon. Well, it's a pretty awesome waterfall coming down through there. We walked down a little bit and now we're walking past this meadow. There are mosquitoes here, but not terrible. It's nice and cool. Fairly flat walk for now. I think for the first 2 miles. Here's some of the flooding the ranger was talking about. Mostly you can get around it. Little side trails. Jump over the creek, I guess. Not really a creek. Alright, our first junction. We've come 2 miles. Mist Falls is to the left, 2.7 miles. If you go right, you can make a loop of this thing on the way back. I'm going to do that, but first I'm going to go to the bridge, which is just 100 feet down the trail here. Even though you follow the river much of the way, you don't get to see it very often, so when you see an opportunity, take it. There's only a couple, and then this bridge will let you see the river. Well, the trail is really flooded here. That strip of sand is the trail. We're up on the bank on the left where a lot of people have gone around. Got lucky and met some hikers that told me this was the last flooded area. So went around that. Time to continue on. We got 2.5 miles to go or so. Beautiful scene right here. Mosquitoes are definitely heavy here. Well, things are a lot easier without having to go around that flooded area. We're following this river, so you always have that with you. The trail goes up, but pretty easy ascent so far. I get the feeling we're not even going to be able to see the falls because of the mist. Looking back, this trail is awesome. Big old waterfall back there. We're about a half mile from the falls. Been climbing pretty good for about 0.3 miles or so. Alright, we have arrived at the appropriately named Mist Falls. You will be happy to know it's only 4.1 miles here, not 4.7 or 4.6 as the first trail sign said. The mist is heavy. Probably at their height right now. We'll see them much bigger. Alright, if you go up just a little bit further from the sign that says Mist Falls and go to the right, there's another really great view. I'm behind a tree right now, so the mist isn't covering my lens, but we'll show it to you and see how long it takes to fog up. Alright, you're going to come up some steps and get to this big rock flat here, and it's obvious there's only one of them on the trail. From that point, it's 0.5 miles to the falls. My suggestion is to make this your lunch stop, especially if you have a big group. You can all spread out on that rock. If you plan on lunching at Mist Falls, you're going to have mist to deal with. If it's misty, you're going to have mosquitoes to deal with. Otherwise, this rock face may be a little bit too hot in summertime, but if you go on down just a little bit, you can find some shade and not have the mosquitoes in your face while you eat. So that's my suggestion. The waterfall there, granite cliffs all around, snow-covered mountains, and another waterfall, and more cliffs. It's awesome. The upper portion of this trail is quite shady. Mosquitoes, yes, but if you're moving along, that's not much of a problem. What's nice is even when it's hot, you'll be able to feel the breezes coming off this cold water, which cool you down. It feels great. All right, on the way back, I decided to just take my shoes off and wade through this. There's 4 long stretches of water. And not too bad, except it does get cold. Here's a nice long stretch. My feet are freezing. Almost up to my knees here. Oh, cold. Saving myself a lot of trouble though. Oh, cold, cold. Almost there. Oh, another stretch. I'll warm my feet up first. Alright, walking through the water was way easier than going around. Problem is you get your feet wet, take shoes off. It's very cool, cold water, but it's refreshing and it's fun, so why not? If it's a little bit lower than it was today, you just wade through it, get your shoes wet. We're back at the junction that will take us across the river, and then we'll take the loop back. It's a little bit longer than our way up here, but it's not that much, and it's going to be easy. It's downhill, mostly level trail all the way back, so, and probably less traffic on it. Started seeing quite a few people on the trail around 11-12 o'clock. I don't want people to wait so long to go hiking. Get up and get going. This trail is a bit flooded too, but not going to be on it very long. So 2.6 miles to roads in. This way, if I can find the trail. And Love's Creek Trail that way. There's a bridge over there. But how are you going to get to the bridge? Well, bummer. Unless I go through that, I'm not going to be able to take this trail, and it looks pretty swift. Time to turn around. Alright, this trail back is a lot hotter than it was on the way in. It's 1 o'clock now, and there's a lot of exposed trail, not much shade. So if you have the chance and that other trail is open that I tried to take, might as well try it. Should be more shade over there, maybe. Can't be less. Don't know if this waterfall might show up better this time of day. Probably not. Start seeing the haze in the air. Might be from the smoke though, from that fire. Alright, I just about finished the hike to Mist Falls. It's 8.2 miles total. If you were to take the loop, which I couldn't today because of the flooding, that's going to add another like 0.7 miles or 8, so let's say 9 miles. The first part of the trail, the first 2 miles, is level, a little bit sandy, but not much of a problem. The other part starts to go up, and but still it's not too hard. For me, Mist Falls was not the highlight of this trail. The waterfalls coming off the canyon walls, the canyon itself, the views of the mountains, the cascades of the Kings River just coming down, all of that was spectacular. The Mist Falls themselves at this time of year, I mean, you can hardly see them. Probably later in the year you can see them better. They won't be so high. But this is a great trail. Very enjoyable, a little warm, so start early, especially if you start late in the summer. So thanks for watching The Lazy Hiker, and enjoy your hike.